Hey, creating posts with original research is the #1 way to rank #1 on Google. If you're just summarizing the web, your content is Me Too content that can easily be copied and be outranked. Here are the ways you can do original research to transform your rankings. I'm the London Nomad and it's my mission in life to make you financially free. Using YouTube and blog videos is the simplest yet effective way to do original research. Do a quick YouTube search of your targeted search phrase and open a new tab in a note-taking app. I personally use Notion, and just do quick bullet points and note down any of the juicy information that jumps out to you. You can do the same thing with blog posts. Forums are gold, man. Remember, don't copy the results, but rather analyze and put the information into your own words that brings added value to the reader. Buy books in your niche, which will have information that's not necessarily on Google. You need to be a sponge in your niche, always absorbing different information. This is one of the 9 things I did right in blogging. Take a look at my 8 other things I did right in the video. Use HARO. HARO is Help a Reporter Out, which is a website where you could submit a query and with hours have the top experts in your field messaging you back. You'll be surprised at the top level of experts that respond to your query. Use their response in the article, add a photo link to them, and Google will immediately put you higher in the search. Remember, they're responding to you for backlinks. So if your domain authority is less than 10, check the link in the description to see how you can tell, then they're likely not going to respond to you. You must provide them a backlink to use them as a credible source. So call or visit a business in your niche. Skype offers fantastic international rates where you can call different businesses throughout the world and you can ask them different questions. Just simply ask them and in a polite conversational tone, inquire if they will give 30 minutes or even less time to help you answer the question. This information will be invaluable because it's information that won't be found on Google. You could call a veterinarian and ask them the question, how long does a golden retriever typically live? In the title of your post, you could write a veterinarian's answer, and you wouldn't be lying. Send emails to different business owners in different countries if the question asks for it. For example, what's the average price of a house in Europe? Even better if you visit the business, for example, a veterinarian's office, because you can take original research and in your article you can mention, I personally went to the veterinarian office to answer a question. This makes you more credible. Transition your mindset to be a reporter. This still applies if you have a friend who's an expert in the niche. They might have the specific dog breed you're writing an article about. Ask them questions, it's always useful. Polls are easy yet effective way to create original research. Find out how to use WP forms in my video there. Create polls on your website or create a YouTube community post asking your audience a specific question. It could be, how much did you pay for your house? If you don't have an audience, use Facebook groups, Reddit or forums in your niche. Analyze this information in pie charts to make it more presentable to the reader. Warning, in some forums like Reddit, you're gonna have to provide value before you start answering questions. Remember, it's always give and take in life. Take online data you see on Reddit posts, for example, how long does a GPU last? Use this information to create a handy beautiful pie chart. Make this table stand out by doing your own analysis and providing added benefit to the reader. The perfect example is one of Income School's websites, backfire.tv. Take a look in the link in the description to learn more about it. Use Ninja Tables for a premium plugin or the free version TablePress, or use the built-in table creator in Gutenberg. But this one does take a little bit more time. Find experts in your niche. Email, tweet, or message a known expert in your niche asking them the query that you're trying to write about. But remember, think what's in it for them. This could be as simple as tweeting a known expert in your niche, and if you don't have enough authority, you can tweet a lesser known finance expert and ask them a question like, are single stocks better than crypto? They'll be happy to respond. Then you can quote them in your blog. Get a quote from your expert using all these different means. It could be as simple as a YouTube comment and quote them in the blog. For example, what's the best time to sell a house? Conduct an interview with an industry expert. Reach out to an industry expert and ask if they can give you 10 to 30 minutes of your own time using Zoom or Skype. You could either do the interview concurrently, which is a live interview, or you say your questions, send them the video file, and they'll reply back at their own convenience. Don't make the interview the main purpose of the blog post, but rather mention it near the beginning and have the quote. If you're finding value in this video, please like, because it helps it spread to more people. Conduct your own experiments. This is a gold mine. Use experiments to create content that is not available on the web. Google loves this. This could be as simple as using a wattage meter to find out how much electricity a specific product has, or go into your local golf driving range and test the yardages of different clubs so you can have this information in your reviews. So here's the different types of experiments you can do. See how accurate a product is. Does it really match the developer's description? Does it clean your product, really clean it like it does in the advert? Record this information and you can use this for a YouTube video or embedded YouTube videos in your blog. Test the battery life. For me, in my MacBook Air's review, check my review there, I found out that the battery life wasn't nearly as long for me as Apple advertised. I could use my own test and see how long it takes from 100% charge to 0 charge. Durability. If the device isn't super expensive, something like a travel case, get your hands-on experience, try and destroy it, see how easily it breaks. People love this information. Record this. Build quality. Handle the product. See how expensive it feels. Does it feel cheap? Does it feel like it'll last a long time? Remember, you need to have the product to do these things. I can only speak about the MacBook Air's beautiful aluminum build quality because I have the product. Ease of use. Now this applies to both software and hardware. How easy is it to use? Is it intuitive? The only way you're gonna know this is using the product. For example, with a vacuum cleaner, there's certain vacuum cleaners that you have to take and roll out the whole cable before you can open it up. You're only gonna know this information if you either read a lot of Amazon reviews, or even better, you use the product yourself. Do your own experiment. If you're writing the posts, can you replace your computer with an iPad? The only way you're gonna provide valuable information, for 1 week, you're only gonna use the iPad for all your computer needs. This is gonna give you information that is impossible to find out because it will be your own analysis, which will provide invaluable insights that your readers will love. This is also excellent for you. Features. Are the features listed by the manufacturer worth it? Do you even use some of them? Did you wish it had some features that it didn't have? All this information is beautiful and relevant to Google. Cost comparison. Is the product even worth it? Buy 3 different products in the niche. Buy a cheap one, buy a mid-range one, and buy a high-end one. The only way you're going to be able to determine whether it's worth it is actually owning all the products and doing different tests. You might find the high-end product is the best version, but it's only slightly better than a mid-range product, making the mid-range product the best option. The only way you're going to write the post, what are the best laptops under $500, is you have to buy the products. That's the only way. Now take good care of the product because you can always sell it on sites like eBay or return it within the first 28 days. To do all this original research, you must have the product or service. Nothing can replace using the product. You can't copy original content, because if you create all these statistics yourself and someone copies them, you can prove to Google that I was the original creator. And this is also going to dramatically increase your backlink profile, because when someone's searching something related to the query, they're going to reference your website and build up your own EAT because you're where they're getting this information from. It's even more important if you're doing product reviews. I'm going to do a review of Ezoic in 2021, see my review there. And the only way I can answer this question properly is I have to have a new website and I have to install it in Ezoic in 2021. Otherwise, my review is useless. When hiring writers, especially for technical niches, make sure they have the product and take a photo before you hire them. Otherwise, their content is me too and more or less useless. See my tutorial on how to use the plugin WT Forms to create easy, simple, original research there. Hope you appreciated this video. My name is London Nomad and it's my mission in life to make you financially free. Goodbye.